the name of God, most merciful, most beneficent, may God bless and grant peace upon his messenger, Muhammad, and all messengers, including Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. Today, Donald Trump is sworn in as the 45th President of the United States. As American Muslims, what should we do now that Trump is US President? The answer is stand up and rise up. Regardless of who you voted for, clearly our nation is bitterly divided. As American Muslims, this is the time more than ever to be part of the solution, not the problem, and to be the change and lead the change instead of waiting for others to make the change for us. As American Muslims, this is the time more than ever to stop blaming the others and start blaming ourselves for our shortcomings, and to challenge ourselves to make such change first in ourselves. And instead of seeing every opportunity a difficulty, let us start seeing every difficulty an opportunity to stand up and rise up. Many of us are so concerned, worried, and fearful given what Donald Trump said. Take every precaution possible to protect yourself, your family, and others. And remember, there are many people and organizations in America who are willing and ready to support you and protect you. Overall, the best protector is your Lord, the All-Powerful. So keep your trust in Him unshaken and your faith strong. God says in the Quran, chapter 9, verse 51, say, nothing will happen to us except what God has decreed for us. He is our protector, and in God let the believers place all their trust. In his victory speech, then President-elect Trump said, "Now it's time for America to bind the wounds of division," end of quote. He also said, "I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all America, and this is important to me," end of quote. Millions of these American citizens are Muslims, and according to the Pew Research Center, Muslims are the fastest growing religious group in the world. And Muslims are the only major religious group projected to increase faster than the world's population as a whole. End of quote. We hope and expect that President Trump will act on his pledge and serve and protect all citizens without any discrimination. The good news is that we believe that we have exceeded our target of 1 million Muslim voters in 2016, which is twice the number of Muslim voters during the 2012 presidential elections, according to the Council on American Islamic Relations CARE. That's a record number. Let us stand up and continue to raise this number up so that we can make the necessary positive impact on our society. Our mission as American Muslims is bigger than any person or election. Our mission is to guide to God. Most Americans say they know little or nothing about Islam, according to the Pew Research Center. Our mission of guiding to God means learning Islam, living by Islam, making Islam well-known, and making Islam relevant to the daily life of the American people, all people, both Muslims and non-Muslims. It is the mission of the messengers of God, the best role models of creation ever. We need to stay focused on our mission, stand up for it, and rise up in fulfilling it. Stand up for that which is right and just, using any and every non-violent way possible. Stand up to support not only your fellow Muslims, but all people, especially minorities, women, and immigrants who are very concerned given what Donald Trump had said. Stand up for that which our forefathers unanimously declared on July 4th, 1776, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. End of quote. Equality before God and liberty for all are examples of what has made America great. America has never and will never be great through bigotry, bullying, misogyny, immorality, indecency, xenophobia, hate, racism, sexism, and division. Rise up by bonding with God Most High. If your bond with God is strong, no fear shall overcome you, no concern shall break you, and no one can defeat you. The power of bonding with God is infinite, for God is the all-powerful, Most High, mighty, majestic, Creator of the universe, sustainer of all creation, and decider of everything and anything. Nothing happens without His will. So, replace your fear of the other with fear of none other than God. Strengthen your faith and trust in Him, and you shall fear none but Him. Rise up by embarking on a journey of achieving nearness to God. God says in the Quran, chapter 3, verse 139, "Falter not and grieve not, for you are bound to rise high if you are truly believers." End of the verse. The stronger your faith in God, the higher you rise up. The sky is not the limit. Rise up in the presence and pleasure of God with nearness to Him being your primary purpose. There will be no limit on how high you can rise up. Rise up by showing passion and persistence, dedication and determination, and excellence in carrying out your responsibilities at home, at work, in your community, and in our society. Performing outstanding work, displaying high character, loving for others, both Muslims and non-Muslims, that which you love for yourself, being the change and leading the change, being part of the solution, making a significant positive impact in people's lives and the environment, presenting Islam gently and wisely are the best ways to counter Islamophobia and show the beauty of Islam to all the many of our fellow Americans who know little about it. Finally, and most importantly, stand up and rise up with full trust and complete faith in God, the greatest and only one who can make and keep America great. And all praise is due to God, the Lord of the worlds.